SASS, in a nutshell, makes writing CSS a whole lot easier. By the end of this video, you'll never want to go back to the old-fashioned and tedious way of writing raw CSS by hand. You may be thinking, I don't find CSS that difficult to begin with, which were my sentiments exactly. Bear with me though, and you'll quickly see why SASS is an essential tool for every developer. So what is SASS and what does it do for you? SASS is a CSS extension language. Quite simply, it's a better, more efficient and vastly more intuitive way of structuring CSS. We'll look at some examples in a moment, but first I want to be clear about something very important. Web browsers don't understand SASS at all. Our SASS code needs to be converted or processed into one or more CSS files that a web browser does understand. This conversion of SASS to CSS is handled by a CSS preprocessor, a piece of software that watches for changes to your SASS files and regenerates CSS files for you every time you hit the save button. The preprocessor we are going to use is called Compass. Compass can be configured and used on the command line or by using software with a graphic interface. For this video, we're going with the latter approach and we're going to install Compass.app, which is freely available for Windows, Mac and Linux. Let's install it now. Search Google for Compass.app and click the result for compass.kkbox.com. Click Download, which will take you to the project's GitHub page. Choose the zip file appropriate for your operating system, Windows, Mac or Linux. Once downloaded, run Compass.app. Note that for this video, I'm using a Mac, but the same options and features are available on Windows and Linux. Before we look at what SASS can do, let's start by creating a new project from scratch. 1. Create a folder for your project. I'll create mine on the desktop and I'll name it SASS Example. 2. Create a new HTML file. I'll name mine index.html. Also create a subfolder called SASS and create another folder called CSS. Assuming you followed along with the installation steps, open Compass.app. On a Mac, you'll find that this places the Compass.app icon on the menu bar. On Windows, you'll find the icon within the notification area on the taskbar. To get Compass to begin watching our new project for SASS file changes, we need to tell it a couple of things. 1. Which folder to watch. 2. The subfolder that contains our SASS files. And 3. The output directory for our CSS. To do this, simply click the Compass.app icon and select Watch a folder. Browse to the folder we just created and click Open. In my case, that was SASS Example. Compass is now watching this folder. Click the Compass.app icon again and select Change Options. For the SASS directory, click Select, choose the SASS subdirectory and click Open. For our CSS output directory, choose the CSS subdirectory and click Open. The option to specify an images directory is a feature of Compass which is outside the scope of this video, but in a nutshell, you can tell Compass where to look for icon images that conform to a specific naming convention. This results in Compass generating a bunch of CSS rules automatically for you, so that you can quickly and easily add icons to your web pages without any lengthy setup time within the styles. Next, we can set our output style to compressed, which is the setting I recommend you use for your production-ready website. During development, it's useful to turn on debug info, which will point out any syntax errors if you accidentally leave off semicolons at the end of your rules, for example. Hit the Save button and your SASS files will be processed into a browser-readable CSS file that will be minified and stripped of any CSS comments you might have added. With that, let's move on to the next video and look at the great features of SASS. Did this video help you out? I really hope it has. If you liked the video and found it useful, by all means click the link and take part in my course, The Web Developer's Toolkit. It's packed full of other useful information that will help you become a better developer and hopefully one that's employed very soon.